Today, Mattes is looking into off-road credentials and how much SUV we really need. He's picked two models, the Suzuki Grand Vitara and Audi Q3. They're purported to represent the same class, but the results on and off the road show these are really two quite different species of car. The Q3 is the smallest off-road compatible vehicle in the Audi range. Our test car packs a 125 kilowatt gasoline engine. It makes the dash to 100 kilometers an hour in just over 8 seconds and has a top speed of 212. The Q3 looks the part in front of the Opera House or the farmhouse. The Audi has a very nice interior, lovely materials, and nice trim around the air vents. But instead of a touchscreen, the Audi has a multimedia interface that you operate via this dial. Mattes would have found a touchscreen far simpler. A question of taste. What really matters to all buyers, of course, is how the car feels at the wheel. It has excellent handling, judges Mattes. It holds the road well. The standard fitted Quattro four-wheel drive translates into solid and dependable driving. He finds the car really fun. But that fun doesn't come cheap. With a starting price of 32,000 euros in Germany, that can rapidly rise to between 35 and 40,000 when you take sat-nav and park assist and other extras. The Suzuki is quite a bit less expensive. The 124 kilowatt 2.4-liter gasoline edition costs 27,000 euros in Germany. Official fuel consumption is 8.8 liters of premium unleaded. That rises to 10 liters under real-life conditions. The Audi is far more efficient. And the Grand Vitara is not too impressive on the inside either. The interior is certainly not world-class, says Mattes. The materials feel synthetic because they are synthetic. But it's got everything you need, and they are where you need them. And that's the main thing. So what about the road holding? The Suzuki's handling is, well, let's say basic, says Mattes. The steering response is a little off, and the gear stick likes to jig around all the time.
Und der Schalthebel, ja, der macht auch die ganze Zeit lustige Tänze.
But it's a safe ride nonetheless. The Grand Vitara is not posh, but it is practical. The 225mm tires look narrower than they are because of the large diameter, almost 73 centimeters. The ground clearance of a good 20 centimeters makes it good to go for off-road terrain. The spare wheel is mounted on the outside for the sake of practicality. The seats in both the front and back might have been given nicer contours, but the driver can at least hold on to the robust steering wheel if things get hairy. Touchscreen, sat-nav, and air conditioning are standard fitted, as is off-road gear reduction with center differential lock and power windows all around. The Audi sports practically the same functions, albeit packaged with more class, and that costs more. The seats are nicely contoured and keep both driver and front passenger in place around fast bends. From the front, the Q3 has that beefy Audi style look. Black plastic elements lend the model a degree of off-road charm. The ground clearance with the Audi is 17 centimeters. But the crucial question is, how do they compare off-road? Shallow waters are no big deal with the Q3. In the absence of differential locks, the Audi takes care of traction using ESC, which performs satisfactorily in our test. so light off-road terrain was no problem for the Q3. But the alloy wheels are not cut out for cross-country use. The Suzuki pulls ahead off-road. This is due to the higher ground clearance and also to the gear reduction option with lockable differential, although steel wheels for tougher off-road duty are not standard fitted here either. Every car is ultimately a compromise, says Mattes, so you need to make up your mind. If you're generally out cross-country, then the Suzuki Grand Vitara is a very good choice. It has everything you need on that front. A tough exterior, permanent four-wheel drive, off-road gear reduction, and a lockable center differential. There's no lock for the front and rear axles, but that's needed only on rare occasions. But the interior of the Grand Vitara cannot match the quality of the Audi Q3. The Q3 in turn has no special off-road gear setup because the jungle it's essentially meant for is of the concrete kind. Most people won't mind, as they'll generally be driving their SUV on regular roads anyway. So for them, the Audi Q3 is the better option, even if it's considerably more expensive.